everybody, and welcome to this edition of Graveline's American Martial Arts Inside the Tiger's Den with Joe Graveline. Just figured that I'd drop this video down so that I'm going to the tournament, Xi'an Bagwell's tournament this weekend, and we can avoid a lot of questions where I've been, what has been going on. So we'll get right to it so we can fill you all in so I don't have to be asked a million questions as I hit back on the tournament scene. And for the end of this season, in the beginning of next season, we plan on coming back strong. Give you just briefly, Graveline's American Martial Arts is fully operational. We are in our new store location, which is right next to the old facility at 10 Providence Road, Brooklyn, Connecticut 06234. Number is 860-753-1402 if you'd like to contact us about classes. Plain and simple. We'll get right to the facts. January 21st, 2016, I was diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma cancer. What did that entail? It entailed of me going under the knife, having 27, being ripped open, 12 lymph nodes were removed, 4 were found to be cancerous, 27 staples in internal stitching, and they took a piece out of the side of my cap the size of a extra large Dunkin' Donut coffee, about that diameter, and right down to just one bit right before the muscle. Gave me the vac, had me on the vac for 6 weeks, had a drainage tube in my groin area. That went on for about 6 weeks also. Prognosis is not good, I'm not going to lie, and I don't really sugarcoat anything. And for the people in the martial arts that know me as well in other aspects of my life, I don't sugarcoat anything. And the fact of the matter is that I have refused treatment because when given the numbers, with or without that treatment, there's this 40% chance that I would live 5 years. So I forego the treatment of Yovoy, chemo, or radiation because I have lymphedema from the surgery in my leg, and that tends to make that lymphedema up to 33 to 40% worse after you have those therapies. And even if I took those treatments, they did not say, they told me there is still only a 40% chance that you're going to live 5 years. I had never been a gambling man. There was no reason for me to gamble. When the numbers came in on the cancer that I was diagnosed with, and I woke up in the morning after the surgery, and I looked up and the surgeon said to me, "We got it all, Joe. 2 weeks from now, nobody's going to know that you have cancer." Following day, oncologist comes in, said we need to give you treatment just in case it's still there. First gamble I really took in my life. I said no, I will forego the treatment, realizing that the percentage of it affecting my leg and not having a good quality of life would change. So I forego the traditional treatment and I'm into alternative treatment. That's where this stands with me. Now, this is about the martial arts. Graveline's American Martial Arts has not missed a beat. Not one step. And it's only because the parents, the instructors, Mr. Royce, Master Washburn, they all support each other and they all support me in a way that is very unfounded in most martial arts facilities, especially in this modern age. Because we're all built on honor, loyalty, respect, indomitable spirit, those things. And those things are the foundation of our martial arts, but it's also the foundation of Graveline's American Martial Arts. Basically, the plan is to carry on. Business as usual. You'll be seeing advertisements now coming out. My health is I'm starting to feel better. They told me that it would be 18 months before I was fully recovered. I don't know. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Well, I'm in at 8. They told me it would be 18 months. I've been doing my thing. After this week's tournament at Xi'an Bagwell's Mid-Connecticut Karate Championships, I'll be hitting the floor back in the dojang, resuming my responsibilities as an instructor, and helping Mr. Royce and Master Washburn to build that facility and the student population. As far as my how active I am in the school, I am only going to be teaching certain nights, certain weeks, because after all, they have been carrying the school. I recently promoted Mr. Royce to the head instructor of Graveline's American Martial Arts. That would leave me and Master Washburn, the two masters of the school, to oversee the school and the student population and oversee staff as we're developing them through the years. As far as non-for-profit, we are trying for non-for-profit for a whole magnitude of different reasons. By having the zoning changed in Brooklyn for it to be an educational training facility, changed my ideas, but my idea was always to do the martial arts not for money, not for profit. So that's coming 2017. I'm sure we'll be at the first of the year, be looking right at that. We run a small school, probably 9 juniors. When I say juniors, probably 9 under the age of 10. And a handful, literally a handful of adults. It's very family oriented, very goal oriented. We set standards that are higher than some other martial arts facilities. And our students and the parents work together, and we understand that it's not about promotions and how fast they can go through the ranks or how many belts they could attain or how many trophies they can win. But they can appreciate the real essence of the martial arts, and that's to improve your life. And I can tell you right now, through everything that I've been through since January 21st, if it was not for the martial arts, I would not be able to fight cancer with the attitude and the fortitude and the indomitable spirit that was instilled within me of 32 years of training in a traditional martial art called Tang. I owe so much to that martial art and to the people that touched me along this 32-year journey that I can tell you without question, if it was not for my Tang training, you would not see me on the weekends at the motorcycle club events. You would not see me at the karate tournaments and the karate events, because I would have passed a long time ago, many months. The indomitable spirit, the self-control, the self-discipline to maintain a regimen of food that most people would cave and would be on the barbiturates that they wanted to give me. So now let's talk about the barbiturates for a little bit. If through this fight with cancer I would have got hooked on OxyContin, which they would so readily give me if I wanted to, but I refused. I have doctors to this day, when they see me, asking me and taking notes on how I was unable to go through such a major surgery that has such ungodly and unforgiving side effects of pain without opiates. In the response that I got when I told those individuals that are educated that I was doing it through visualization and imagery that I used through the martial arts, and I was envisioning tiny little men repairing my lymph nodes in shifts where they were swiping cards. I was using so much imagery and visualization, I could wake up in the morning and feel that I was repaired while I was in my sleep, which was very limited, by the way, without narcotics. But that is what my Tang Sudo training has done for me. So I will not try to entice people to come join our karate school. I will ask you to look at a man that has trained for 32 years and is in the biggest fight of his life, and look right into my eyes, and I will tell you, if it was not for my martial arts training, I would not be with you today. There is no doubt in my mind that my surgeons were good. My oncologist sucked because he had a God complex. All the home nurses that came, Doc, my brother, Mr. Royce and Mr. Washburn, and my lovely wife, we held it together, people. With their support and my indomitable spirit from my consular training, I will beat this terrible, terrible disease called cancer. Without traditional treatment, with the use of not opiates, of medical marijuana, which I am passionate about because when I was laying in pain, that's the only thing I asked for and I was denied it. My tears, I may shed, are more out of frustration on how I was treated by the medical community, which will be addressed in my next video, which will be posted on my PAC page, which is Patients for Alternative Care and Treatment, because I felt how badly I was being treated by everyone after in the UMass facility after my surgery. So this is what I'm going to tell you. You keep the faith, people, man. You come train with us. We got magic going on in that building right there. And if you don't feel it, when you walk into the room and you get your first class under your belt, then we are not the right school for you. Have a great day. That's all I have to say. I love you all and thank you all for your support. Peace. I'm out. As always, be positive, keep your head up, look forward so you can see any obstacle and deal with it as they come. Love you all.